The fall fishing brings about some of the best white bass or sand bass fishing around. Where's something that we can look for that we'll usually find white bass during the fall? I'm talking about this month and early December, in fact, here in Oklahoma even, but November for sure. Where can we find those white bass? And we'll find them almost, if we got a lake that has a lot of white bass in it, we'll find them there almost every time we go look for them. And by the way, we don't even need a boat. That ought to be a good clue. Good morning, guys and girls. November 9, reading from a Catch a Better Life book and from our Catch a Life Better channel on YouTube. If you are not subscribed to that YouTube channel, please go in there and subscribe right now. It will absolutely change your life for the better. Go in there and subscribe to the channel. Give it 2 or 3 weeks. Give it 2 or 3 weeks and listen to the devotion and the fishing tip and the scripture every day and see if your life is not getting changed for the better, I think we all didn't want that. People spend millions of dollars, billions of dollars in this country trying to make their life better. It'll happen right here on this YouTube channel. Catch a Better Life with Jimmy Houston. Hit that subscribe button right now. Proverbs 18:21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Those who love it will eat its fruit. When the heavens open up and the rain pours down, most fishermen head for cover. Many because it's lightning. Heavy rains ruin a lot of great fishing trips. But to many bass fishermen, the rain is very, very welcome. I love it. I love it. The clouds produce lower light. And generally, when you have lower light, by the way, the fish are less spooky. And generally, the barometer is falling. Most rain is associated around a front of some sort, and it's usually a low pressure front and causes that barometer to start falling. This increases the strike zone of the bass, making him move further, or her, making the bass move farther to strike our baits. Hey, when it starts raining, it's spinnerbait time, it's buzzbait times, it's fast moving baits. And it's when you don't have to be a perfect caster to catch fish, because the strike zone is that area around a fish that you got to get your lure into in order to get him to bite. When you have rain, when you have these low pressure fronts, it expands the strike zone of the fish. You don't have to cast perfectly. That fish will move farther to get your bait. Like heavy rain, our words have the immense power of the greatest good and also the greatest bad. Relationships can be damaged beyond repair by ill-chosen words. Fortunes have been lost and won simply by words. Wars have been fought by words. We've got a lot of harsh words going on in this country right now between nations. And we actually have wars going on right now. Lives have been lost. Many, many lives have been lost just because of words. How do we control our tongue? That should be our goal, figuring out how we control our tongue. How do we do that? We control it from the heart. What we have in our heart is what's going to proceed out of our mouth. If we have love and good and stuff like that in our heart, that's going to proceed out of our mouth. If we have hate and evil in our heart, there's a lot of people in this country right now that's got a lot of hate in their heart. All you have to do is just watch television and you see it every day. Not disagreement, but actual hate in their heart. That hate is going to proceed out of their mouth. And you can see it played out on television today, and when you see some of these demonstrations that turn into riots. Here's the deal, though. If we keep all the good things of God in our heart, we keep all the good things of God in our heart, life will proceed from our tongues. We have the opportunity, we have the power to speak life. We have the power to speak death. It says right here in Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue. We've all given one. We have the power to speak life or death with our tongue. Keep all the good things in your heart. You'll be speaking life today. You'll be speaking encouragement. You'll be speaking favor. You'll be saying good things about people. And when that happens, you'll receive good things from God. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Those who love it will eat its fruit. Here's our tip for today. It's beginning to get kind of windy out here right now, as a matter of fact. Windy shorelines. Windy shorelines. That's right. Windy shorelines hold shad. The wind will blow those shad into the windy shorelines this time of the year. Bass and white bass will be blown in there with them. They'll follow those shad in there. So you'll be able to catch white bass. You'll be able to catch largemouth on windy banks in the fall. Like I said, you don't even need a boat to catch a lot of them. We have caught literally thousands of white bass in October, November, and December on Lake Tenkiller, even sometimes in January, by simply going down and finding which way the wind was blowing, north, south, west, didn't matter, just whichever way it was blowing, get on those windy banks and walk the banks. And we just caught, we caught them. We used to come home from college, come home from high school, and go fish on those windy days. And we wouldn't even bother about putting a boat in the lake. Sometimes it's too rough to do it. We just go fish those windy shorelines. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.